What's up, guys? It's Chris Riggins. We are out here at beautiful Lake Merritt in Oakland, California on a wonderful Sunday afternoon, and we are doing what we do best in Oakland, and that is chill the out. That's right. We are here at the lake, sitting on the grass. You can see we got the ducks, the birds is flying, we got dogs, we got babies. We got a lot of things, and most importantly, we got some good weed. That's right. We out here doing some R&D with some good strains, and we're going to interview some people about weed and what it means to them, and also because what you don't know about where we're at Oakland's Lake Merritt, and this is a place where people come to chill every Sunday. If you look around, there's birthday parties, there's people walking, running. This is the culture. This is the lifestyle in Oakland and California. What we do is on Sundays, we get our friends, we get our blankets, and we get some good herb. Now, this right here is one of the most one of the funniest comedians I've ever come across in my lifetime. Killing it, opening up for Monique. This is my sister in the game, Tammy TeaLove. What's up, Tammy TeaLove?
What's up? What's going on? Hey, everybody.
Now, you are a weed smoker.
Yes.
You smoke joints.
Yes.
She's a notorious
Stopped
smoker.
drinking, and because that was too much.
We're California sober.
Yes. California sober.
One of the people I enjoy smoking weed with most here at the lake is my girl Charlize Banks, part of the Town Experience and pretty much anything town. Also the Rich Auntie Chronicles. As you see, the drip is full drip. I got my cousin here. He calls me his big little cousin, and this is my little big cousin. Come over here, little big cousin. As you can see why. Put your titty in my face. That was terrible. My homegirl Key, one of the town's premier singers, and she's just a dope ass, all around Renaissance woman, model. You know what I'm saying? She hangs out with me from time to time. It's cool. You know, she's shy too. This is Sienna right here.
Hello. Hi.
And you are from?
San Jose, California.
And where do you work at?
I work at Airfield Supply.
Oh, I've been to Airfield Supply. I had some of your marijuana there. It was quite tasty, quite reasonably priced as well. I dropped off some extracts over there. So yeah. I know your place very well. This right here, standing next to me, next to me and my next ex-wife, is Miss Jade Gregg. I'm terrible. You're gonna hate me. She is one of the members of the Coastal Sun Farm team. And she came all the way up here, out the mountains. She stopped fighting bears and growing weed and came out the mountains down to Oakland to talk to the people and talk about the lifestyle of cannabis and everything. But she happens to be a scientist and know a lot more about weed than I do. So I'm going to ask her a general question. She's going to go off for about like 5 minutes probably, because that's what scientists do. So this is my cousin Mandela. He is one of the founders of Oakland's BlkCannaJoy. You can find them online and on Instagram, BlkCannaJoy, the BLK. All right. So tell everybody your names and what is your favorite thing about weed?
My name is Princess, and my favorite thing about weed, I guess, it eases my anxiety a lot, in a way, in a huge way.
Weed is definitely a good cure for anxiety. What about you?
For me, hi, my name is Wednesday, first of all. And my favorite thing about weed is that it not only heals people, but brings people together. And it builds communities in the way through healing of it.
That is true. I've smoked with some people I would have never talked to in my life if it wasn't for weed. And then some people that I probably should have never talked to as well. But, you know, that's for another day. We'll talk about that in therapy.
Getting high. My favorite thing about weed is its power to heal people. Everybody has an endocannabinoid system, and that's a system of receptors that helps process cannabis in the human body. And
what gets you high, nigga?
It is what gets you high, but it's also what regulates the basically respiratory health. It regulates homeostasis, basically, which, if you're not familiar, homeostasis is kind of what makes sure you're just feeling okay.
I had a homie named Stacy once.
Yeah, Stacy was cool. I remember her.
Tell me, what is your favorite thing about weed?
My favorite thing, it makes me creative. I like a good sativa that opens up my creativity and makes me laugh, so I came up with the bald head joke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
Right here on the pants.
Right.
Kegel. Kegel.
Right there.
Is it Kegels or Kegel? Kegels.
I mean, I like it for more than that, but the effects, the relaxation, it helps me think. I'm a creative person, so I use it for that stimulus.
See, and that's kind of what we're here for. It's the medicinal part, you know, every part of it. The getting high is really the honest part.
And homeostasis is just making sure everything is balanced. Everything is just in the best key, making sure everything is just feeling good.
Get your shit homeostasis, homie.
So the cool thing about that is if you smoke more weed, you feel really, really good. And that's why these two people are kind of the best looking people in town.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, we might get arrested.
That's true if we go out of California.
But I feel you'll do a lot better in jail than I would, because I'm jail fine. So, scientific means of weed. All right, so like explain something that people may not understand about weed that they talk about, but they don't understand what they're talking about. Like I notice people always talk about the smell of weed, but they understand where it comes from. What are some of the things that people say to you and you're just like, oh, that's this, you know?
Cool. So something that is pretty cool about cannabis is terpenes. You may hear like, oh, this weed is super terpy. So terpenes, you can think of like essential oils. So, you know, you can buy essential oils in the store. And when talking about terpenes, basically cannabis excretes.
Say that word again.
Excretes.
It's such a scientific word, but it sounds so nasty.
Yeah.
Excrete.
So cannabis excretes.
Excrete all over that.
Gross. Cannabis excretes these terpenes, which give it aromas, and they actually add to the feel. And there's uplifting terpenes like terpinolene or limonene. There's also relaxing terpenes like linalool or myrcene, myrcene's probably the most common one.
That's the one you like most.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things you do through cannabis is you do kind of, mesh the black experience with cannabis. Tell me, what is your favorite thing about cannabis, weed, marijuana, smoke, herb?
The joy, like everybody, every woman home because I take the mic and keep, you know what I'm saying? I love the joy about it. I love the coming together, the spirituality, the connecting to oneself and just healing, because this is a medicine. And if once we can take back and own our own wellness and own our own healing, that's a big step in the right direction for us as Black people. So BlkCannaJoy is about owning our wellness and the joy, like Black folks right now, it's our time to be joyous, Exactly, because if we don't laugh, what we gonna do? We gonna be down, we gonna be depressed, It's time for us we done made it for 150 years, so look, we still here, there's a reason why. So let's get high, let's have some fun, smoke some good weed, heal our nervous systems, heal our cannabinoid systems, you feel me, and meet more people.
Man, it's so relaxing and it helps me be creative. You know what I mean? Like it just takes me to a mindset where like I realize that the world is actually a cool place. Honestly, just like the mindset, being able to relax and just wind down and being able to have like a job that lets you have that mindset is honestly amazing. So being able to like go to my job high.
Oh my God, I was so sick of getting fired for smelling like weed. Of course I smell like weed. I work at this minimum wage job, bitch.
Yes, I mean minimum wage is the bitch.
You tried our R&D strains. Which one was your favorite?
GMO. The garlic cookies, hands down. Like
Can't go wrong with a good GMO. Now, here's the key. It has to have the G, M, and the O, okay, ladies and gentlemen? If it has the G, then don't call it GMO. Just call it garlic something.
I like smoking weed that makes me happy, makes me smile. I don't like anything that puts me down. I want life weed. And give me some energy and let's go do something.
So when you do something, like what are the things you like to do that are outside? I know comedy, of course, but like, what are some of the activities in your life that you do when you're on cannabis?
Oh, I'm about to play PlayStation. I'm definitely gonna play 2K. I'm not playing nobody online, so please don't look for me. I'm not accepting any friends on 2K, so don't do that either. Okay? I like to play because y'all talk too much on there. They be talking too much. They say the N-word way too much.
It's like the comment section on YouTube. It's terrible.
Goodness, it's horrible. Y'all say the N-word way too much on PlayStation. So I play the computer, and the computer gets mad at me because I beat it so much. And it starts, glitching. And I realized my player starts moving slow. And I was like, oh, this computer thinks it's funny. Yeah, the computer, I will unplug you, computer. I win. Okay, you're not the boss.
We're real, computer.
Okay, I'll unplug you, motherfucker. You better play right. And then the computer starts acting right, and we have a great time.
I'm not gonna lie, like, this plant is so much a part of my life that it's wake up, CBD, go through my day, meditate, you feel me? All right, well, hit the joint, So on a Sunday like today, kicking back, I love edibles. So I would think like a Calixo, nice little soda, Cali sober, you feel me? Kick back, and then maybe, a nice indica, maybe some purple. Some purple, take it back, you feel me? Like today is a kick back, really, really be high, feel it all over my body, you know what I'm saying? And get ready for tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Monday, you feel me?
BlkCannaJoy biz, you know what I'm saying? When you're out living your life, doing the rich auntie shit, I'm saying, and you're smoking weed, what are some of the things you like to do in your life when you high? Like, what are your favorite, what does weed inspire you to do?
Write.
I love to write. And I love to chill with friends. I love to be in nature. Probably being in nature is my favorite thing, like going on a hike or being on the beach.
By a lake, maybe.
Yes, by lake.
Style, because I like clothes, so I like to play in the closet.
I'm a songwriter, and my favorite thing to do is smoke a sativa, and sit at my piano, and write a song.
Like I'm probably 99% of the time playing music at the house. So weed with that, I like to use it to chill. It's also good for being, if I'm with my friends, we use it. Cannabis, all my friends are smokers too, so we have a 420 friendly time. Good time. But yeah, if anything, I like it for relaxation and peace though. When it comes down, I don't want anybody messing up my high.
I'm not into video games, but I feel you. I feel like the focus is there when you especially you smoke sativa.
I know you're not into video games,
but
you can't drive.
What? I drive excellently for somebody that's almost drunk.
Yeah.
Put like this.
That's exactly how you drive.
Put like this.
Like a drunk person.
I drive like the best drunk driver.
10 hours to get down the street. Okay.
Well, I like to take my time. I like to enjoy the scenery.
I think it just depends on the time of day, of course, but since I'm constantly using weed, I would say I like to do everything.
Best answer yet.
Because it's not just something that you do. It's a lifestyle, it's a mentality, it's a way to heal yourself, is living in that, If you're using it in the right way, that's helping you. Just being on weed, I guess, is the best part about it, is my favorite activity.
I would slap so many people if it wasn't for weed. Like, not hard slaps, just those very, child slaps. Like, look, grow up. Like, that type of slap. Nothing to hurt anybody, just stop that. Just very childish,
I honestly like getting really high and just painting scribbles on canvases. I think that's honestly really amazing. And then what I really like doing too is I'm starting to actually tattoo, self-tattoo on people, and I'm doing little dots and stuff. So that's pretty amazing. And I like to do it when I'm high too, because I notice I tend to put it in the weirdest spots on people.
Okay, see, that doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like you. Peaches, Chris.
That's my favorite.
Sitting in front of the TV and watching stupid shows like maybe 90 Day Fiance.
The dumbest show that makes my heart sing. It's you got to watch 90 Day Fiance the other way. And I watch that show because I get to see white men treated like people of color in America. Because one homegirl, she had a dude come out there and he was like, I might get robbed. And she was like, so what? And he was, you better learn Spanish too. I was like, yes, get him. Colonize that bitch. Okay, so what are your favorite things to do in weed?
I like to just travel a lot and do experiences. You go on hikes with a joint. That's always a vibe. And just going for a walk and
just like, oh, I always like smoke when there's like a view, and like I always enjoy the moment and like have the experience and just like take that all in.
Yeah, that's why I love come smoking here. I mean, the Bay Area is full of views. Like, I'm one of those people, like, if I'm going to San Francisco, I have to roll a blunt to drive across the bridge. It's just, I don't know why. I just know I'm going to go, if I'm going to be late, I'm going to be late. But I'm going to roll this blunt before I get on the bridge, you know what I'm saying? Well, because, you know, people have their own terminology for these. Like, people hear myrcene, they have their own word for, like, when I think of beta-caryophyllene, I think of gas. So usually when I'm trying to explain that to somebody doesn't understand terpenes, like, it's like the gassiness. So what's like a terpene that people give another name to all the time?
Like a super fruity terpene would be limonene. So limonene is found in like tangy strains. So anything that's like banjo has a ton of limonene in it. Super, super citrusy, and that uplift that a lot of people get from banjo, that sort of creativity that banjo strikes for a lot of people, that's due to its high limonene content. Yeah.
Lots of limonene. These names are amazing, so you're going to remember these names. What do you think about the federal act of weed? Like, how do you think this should happen? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think, first of all, there's way too many black and brown people incarcerated that need to be free, that probably just got locked up last week for having weed, when there's so many. There's a cannabis club in Oakland right across the street from the police station.
Yo, it is.
Right across the street from the police station, there's a cannabis club. So I feel like the federal way, they just need to go ahead and pass that law and make it 100% legal, because they're getting paid off of it. As much as taxes that they're taxing us for it, they should just go ahead and make it legal across the board.
Tax the weed instead of taxing the people going to jail.
I think it's long overdue. I think there's a lot of reparation that needs to happen around it, especially while there's people who've obviously so blatantly been able to get rich from it. So with that, you know, some people need to get some jobs, some folks need to get some money, some family needs to get some homes, you feel me? Some brothers need to work, some sisters need to work, some trans folks need some work, you feel me?
I mean, it's a tricky question, state by state. I mean, I think it should be legal across the United States, globally. But I do get how some states have kind of like manipulated it. So seeing how California law kind of manipulated the system for the caregivers, you know, the people who actually were, you know, the cannabis culture before the government came in, and seeing how that happened, hopefully they won't be hit like we were. But I mean, in the perfect world, it should be legal for everybody.
Honestly, it would actually bring back more like options to the table again, like what we did back in the day, honestly, like to have that, being able to have at least like a 1,000 milligram cookie instead of just a 10 milligram probably would be the best thing in the world to do again. Just
I don't know.
I personally...
Edibles is crazy.
What? Edibles? No, edibles are like literally the best. I know that for sure.
1,000 milligram cookie, just one cookie, 1,000 milligrams? Oh, you know what? I need to give you a hug, because if you got to get that damn high, you got issues. We got to talk later. I was introduced to my pastor.
I think that there are many people in jail right now who look like me and who look like you for offenses that are just marijuana, that are like small amounts of marijuana, have been in jail for 20 years. You know what I mean? And I think that that's complete bullshit. I think that that's part of, you know, over-policing black people, and I definitely think it's racist, you know what I mean? And I think that we should just realize that, and everybody needs to come home, and you could make money, you can tax this shit. We're cool with it.
Tax it.
We don't fucking like it. You know what I'm saying? But if I can sit in a park and I can smoke a joint and be okay and nobody is bothering me, if people who just had maybe like an ounce of weed on them walking around probably to their friend's house can come home from jail where they shouldn't be in the first place, like, why wouldn't you do that? It makes you more money.
That's a lot of high. Like, I want to be high, but I want to be able to stop being high at some point. Like, that's my thing. When you eat 1,000 milligrams, that's like saying I'm committing to this high for 7 days, at least. And you know what? I like my high to vary. Sometimes I like to be really high. Sometimes I like to be high enough to put over people's bullshit. But there's a difference. You know, you can't be that high all the time. I mean, because I'm old. I'm 42. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, you're a baby. So, yeah, you got them 25-year-old energies, genes, like, 1,000 milligrams because I need more. And I'm like, no more. I can't take it. I'm dying. You're killing me.
It's a hard answer because you're in between a rock and a hard place no matter where you go. But ultimately, if we want to validate cannabis and cannabis use and cannabis patients, we need to get it federally legalized and normalized almost. And that's unfortunate because, with more regulation comes, upping of prices, more taxes, more zoning issues even, just things that you don't even expect. It affects in a way greater scope than just a black or a gray market, but we really need to make cannabis validated. We need to make it seen as something that's equal or even better than alcohol or prescription.
It's better than all those things.
It most definitely is, and it's safer.
I mean, you're using all of our tax dollars that we're giving you from buying weed to, fund more jails to put black and brown people in there for selling weed. And I think it's ridiculous.
Just because they don't sell in the parameters.
There's a lot of these dispensaries who are hiring folk who don't know nothing about nothing.
Don't even smoke. I went to one dude said, well, I don't really smoke. What, bro?
Why are you here, bro?
And
makes no sense.
That's literally how he sounded. I don't really smoke, bro.
Shouts out Cheney Turner, you feel me? When I got put on, I was made to educate myself. You feel me? Learn about what I'm giving to people. It's a real interaction. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, I'm not no doctor, but folks is really coming to me with real issues. You feel me? So it's just I'm not gonna just half-ass and, oh yeah, we need to make these sales, so I'm gonna give you this right here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this is what I use myself. You feel me? Let's have a real conversation, because now this is family.
Because cannabis is about compassion and care. All day. All right, so that's enough of him. What are your feelings on the legalization of weed federally?
Oh, it's very complicated. I think that it has to happen, and the majority of the people in the United States have spoken that they want cannabis to be legalized and or at least decriminalized. And I think also that there have to be different legislations that need to take place to help regulate and help taxes come down, especially because the way that California has set place, how they're doing it is kind of unacceptable.
Yeah, it's all bad. I think what we need to do is just need to get those people that are making this shit hard high. You just need to get them some good weed, sit down and smoke with them and get them so high that they'll do anything we say.
With the stigma that we've had for literally since cannabis has been out, since we have been alive, and with just how things are going, we definitely need federal, funding and backing, and just to get it legalized federally in order to keep growing with cannabis and in the cannabis industry.
What she said, motherfucker.
Vegas, and it was my first time traveling with weed because I was 21, and I just put it in my bag, and it felt so weird, I just had it, and it was just fine. I was like, yeah, this is it, 2021,
Shit happened to me. I was coming back from Denver, and I had weed in my bag, and I had a candle, and they flagged my bag. I was like, oh shit, I'm going to jail in Colorado. God damn it. They pulled aside, opened my bag, pulled the weed out, set it down, pulled the candle. I was like, okay. Cool. Put the candle back, put the weed back, and let me go. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I almost released my bowels at that moment. It was that relaxed. I was like, oh God, I don't want to go to prison in Colorado. I don't know nobody here.
Smokers don't want the stress.
Yes, we'll pay for the convenience fees.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing, the delivery, I love it. Okay.
Marijuana is not a gateway drug, dude.
No.
A gateway to where? McDonald's? It's fucking crazy.
Actually, McDonald's is a gateway drug. Body roll.
You gotta take it from the top to the
Oh.
Yes!
Body roll. That's a victory dance.
I'm just saying, there are so many things that are legal, that are fucked up, that are not marijuana. People are jailed for something that is not seriously a big deal.
Not serious at all.
Hurt anybody, but really helps people. So.
Freedom people.
Freedom.
All right.
Ashe.
Last question here.
Yeah.
If you had to name a weed strain, what would you name it?
Dream Girl.
Bam! You've been thinking about that.
No, I'm just quick on my feet. What?
Okay.
Damn, I've never thought about that. I mean, I probably have, but now let's just put me on the spot.
No, you're like Rich Auntie Kush,
The Rich Auntie OG Kush.
OG Auntie Kush.
OG Auntie Kush. There you go. We would do that.
Freshwater vagina.
Boom.
There you have it, ladies.
That's a mic. Wait, say it again so I can drop the mic. All right. If you could name a strain of weed, what would you name it?
Freshwater vagina.
I'm buying pounds of that.
Ooh, so my baby doll Kush.
Baby doll, baby.
Kush. Yeah, because I'm baby doll, and my favorite strains are Kush, so baby doll Kush.
It's a little narcissistic, but okay. No, it's a great name. It's a little self-centered, huh? I just think. I mean, I'm just waiting. No, baby doll Kush. That sounds like a great name.
Freshwater vagina.
Pounds.
It has to be fresh, not saltwater vagina. Saltwater vagina is not gonna be good. We need freshwater vagina only.
If you can't get fresh water, get coconut water.
Coconut water vagina, I definitely prefer coconut water vagina because it's refreshing. Very tantalizing to the palate.
Yeah, but no salt water, no river water, no stream water, no Lake Merritt water.
If you dip your vagina in that lake, you cannot dip it on these lips, okay?
No, that's how COVID started.
That's how it is.
Maybe something crazy like tangy octopus or something like that. Just something kind of weird.
I was thinking something like squirrel farts. That would be mine.
Yeah. Why squirrel?
Because I don't know. It just seemed like two words that you just never put together. Have you ever said squirrel fart together? Have you ever thought of squirrels farting? No. So it's just kind of like people didn't put that in the lexicon, and then it might become like a trendy, hip saying like, "Hey man, don't squirrel fart my high, bro." Like,
What kind of strain would it be?
Oh, definitely be a OG. Definitely be some OG in there, and then probably some more OG. Princess and Wednesday, if you could name a strain of weed, what would you name it?
Probably my name, like Pink Princess or like Pimp.
Pimp Princess.
Princess.
Pimp Trip. Everybody's naming weed after themselves. I chose squirrel fart, but I guess I'm not selfish.
That's a hard one because I get too specific with it. I think it just depends on the genetics. I would probably think of something quirky or stupid, but I think it all depends on what.
First one.
Go.
Pitch meeting. Hey, I got this weed. I'm about to give it to you. Just got to name it.
I'd probably be lame and say after myself.
That's all right. That's all right. You know what we've proven? That most people love themselves. And that's okay. That's the thing. Cannabis makes you love yourself.
And just say Wednesday weed. Why not?
Wednesday weed. See, there we go. See, love yourself. Thank you to my cousin, my little big cousin. Check out BlkCannaJoy online. You can check him out on Instagram, BlkCannaJoy. Yes. And if you can't spell CannaJoy, then you probably should stop smoking weed and pick up some remedial weed reading materials.
I guess so. Hey,
yeah.
Shout us out. Be real. We out here.
Out here.
Mine is at bb.wednesday, and
Mine is at Princess Angelica, and it's just a number 4 instead of an A.
It's a number 4. All right, guys. So we're going to go smoke more weed. You guys tune in. We're going to go other places and do this, all right? Shout out to Coastal Sun Farm. Shout out to Luxury Fronto Leaf. And, shout out to me, goddammit, Chris Riggins. Yeah.
My name is Nuneka's Baby, which means baby doll in English. So be at Nuneka's Baby.
Yeah, find her there. I don't know how to say it or spell it, so I'm not going to fuck it up. But find her there. And don't stalk her, you weirdos.
My Instagram is Tammy TeaLove, Tammy. Yes, my mom gave me a white name because she wanted me to get a job for the rest of my life. And it worked because I've never been out of work longer than 2 weeks. Listen, TammyTeaLove at Instagram. Thank you to my brother Chris Riggins in comedy. You guys watch out because I'm headed to your town. You don't even know it yet.
You can follow me at The Town Experience, spelt like it sounds, for all the latest and greatest on what's going on in the town.
Town biz. All right, y'all. We're about to go smoke some more weed.